Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time I'm going to talk about the MLB 2025 standings week 18. Well, this week was played the MLB 2025 season week 18, and for that reason I'm going to talk about who are the MLB standings through our 18 weeks. Okay, so let's start with the American League. Its division 4 tier for 4 straight week. The Blue Jays are leading the East Division with the best record in the American League. Sorry, and the best record in the MLB. Sorry, they have a 63-43 record, and they have won 17 out of the last 24 games. So for that reason, in this moment, they are leading the MLB. So they are playing a tremendous baseball. Remember that in the beginning of the sorry of the year, in April and May, they didn't they didn't play a very good baseball. But since June, they started playing a very great baseball, and for that reason, in this moment, they are the best team in the MLB. In the second place in this division are my favorite team, the New York Yankees, with a 57-40 record. They have been playing a very bad baseball since the middle of June, and for that reason they lost the lead in this division. In this moment, also another bad news is that the Aaron Rodgers is going to be out for indefinitely time because he's in the injury list because he had a injury in the right elbow. So let's see if he can return this next week. They have a one game advantage against his rival, the Red Sox. They have a 57-50 record. In this moment, the Yankees and the Red Sox are in the wild card position, but they need to continue win games to try to reduce the gap against the Blue Jays and try to compete to win this division. And the Rays are in the hunt to enter to the wild card. In this moment, they are at 3 games below the Mariners, but they need to start to win games. If not, they're going to be eliminated. And the Orioles are eliminated and thinking in the next season. In the Central Division, the Detroit Tigers have the best record in this division. They have been leading the record since the week 2 or 3. They have a 61-46 record. They have the second best record in the American League. But remember, this week they lost the best record in the American League and in the MLB. They have been struggling because I think that in the last 10 or 17, no, in the last 17, 20 games, the Tigers have only won 3 or 4 games, and for that reason they lost the best record in the MLB, and also they lost the series against the Blue Jays, and for that reason they are in the second best record, sorry, in the American League. But even that they have been struggling playing a very bad baseball all this month in July because they create a big gap against divisional rivals. They still have a very big lead against the Guardians, Royals, and Twins. In this moment, the Guardians, the Royals, and Twins are in the hunt to win to enter to the wild card zone. It looks very complicated, but they need to win games. But maybe if they start to winning games and the Tigers are still in this losing streak, maybe they have opportunity to win this division. In the bottom, the Chicago White Sox, they have the worst record in the American League, the second worst record in the MLB. For that reason, they are eliminated. So in the West Division, the Houston Astros are leading this division for 7 or 8 straight weeks. They have a 60-46 record, and they are in this division. They have been struggling in the last 10 games played because they have a 46 record, but in this moment they are in this division. They have a 4 game advantage against the Mariners and the Rangers, and 9 game advantage against the Angels. In this moment, the Mariners and the Rangers have the same record, and they are sharing the last spot in the wild card in the American League, but they need to continue winning games because they have the possibility, the Mariners and Rangers, to try to reach the Astros and try to fight to get the lead in the division. So this is very interesting because we are starting in the best part of the season where are starting to define the teams that are going to win the division and the teams that are going to enter to the playoffs as a wild card zone. So this will be very interesting. And the Athletics and the Angels are thinking in the next season because it looks very difficult that they enter to the playoff. And in the National League, in the East Division, the Mets are early in this division. Remember, in the last 3 weeks, the Phillies led that division, but now the Mets took the lead of this division. But you can see here that the difference is only 1.5 game difference, because the Mets have the second best record in the league, the second best record in the league, or the third best record in the league. They have a 62-44 record, and the Phillies have a 60-45 record. These two teams are going to be in the playoff if it doesn't happen anything straight. And the winner of this division is going to enter to the playoff direct, and the team that finish in the second place are going to play in the wild card round. So it's very difficult, very different if you win the division and if you finish in the wild card. So it's very important to win the division. And the rest of the teams, I see that the Marlins started to play a very great baseball, and now they reduce the gap to enter to the playoff. They are in the hunt, but I see very difficult that they can enter. And the Braves and the National are eliminated, and they are thinking the next season. In the Central Division, the Cubs and the Brewers are tied with the same record, and they are leading this division. They have a 62-43 record. They have the second best record in the MLB, the best record in the National League, and the second best record in the MLB. And this is very interesting, because remember that the Chicago Cubs have been leading this division for 16 straight weeks, but since the last 2 weeks, the Brewers have been in the hunt to win this division. So this is very interesting, because it looks like it's going to happen the same that is happening in the East Division between the Mets and Phillies, where the most probably is that this division, like the East Division, is going to be defined in the last day of the season. And this is interesting because it's very important to win your division, because this avoid to play in the wild card round, and you qualify direct to the playoff, and also you avoid to face the elimination in the wild card round. And this is very interesting, because in this moment the Cubs are in this division, and the Brewers are in the wild card round. And in this moment the Reds and the Cardinals are in the hunt to enter to the playoffs. So it's very interesting. It's very important that they need to start to continue winning games to try to reach the playoff. And the Pirates are eliminated, and the West Division, the Los Angeles Dodgers are still leading this division for 8 or 9 straight weeks. They have a 61-45 record, and they are still leading the division, even that they have been struggling and playing a very bad baseball since the beginning of this month. They have been struggling very bad, because in this month, I think that the Dodgers have only only like the 7 or 8 games, and for that reason they reduced they haven't been improved, and they have reduced the gap between his divisional rivals. But still they are in this division, and in the same case that is happening with the Detroit Tigers. That because the Dodgers and the Tigers create that big gap. For that reason, they are still in the division respectively. Even both teams have been playing a very bad baseball in July. In this moment, the Padres, the Giants, and even the Diamondbacks are in the hunt to reach the Dodgers, and even to enter to the wild card round. It looks very difficult for the Giants and the Diamondbacks. And in this moment, in my opinion, the only team that can compete against the Dodgers for win this division are the Padres, but it's not even good. So, at this moment, the Padres are in the wild card zone, and the Giants and the Diamondbacks are in the hunt, to enter to the playoff. And the Rockies are the worst team in the league. They have the worst record in the league, 27-78, and they need to continue to winning games. If not, they are going to break the MLB record of the most losses in a season, 121. Let's see if the Rockies broke or not. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments, suggestions, you can write me in the news channel platform. So see you next video. Chibra.